Why do dogs get attached to one person? The emotional truth that will melt your heart. Have you ever noticed something strange about dogs? Even in a full house, with many loving people around, they still choose one person. One favorite, one shadow they follow, one heartbeat they trust more than anyone else. So the big question is, why do dogs get attached to one person? The answer is not just cute, it's deeply emotional. Dogs are not random in their love. They are emotion-driven, bond-based creatures. When a dog connects with someone, it's not about logic, it's about feeling safe. That one person usually becomes their safe zone. The one who feeds them, talks to them softly, plays with them, or simply understands their silence. But there's more to it. Dogs have something called imprinting behavior. In simple words, the first strong emotional connection they form often becomes their strongest bond. That person becomes their leader, their protector, their entire emotional world. And here's what melts hearts. Dogs don't just see you as an owner. They see you as their family, their paki, their survival. So when they pick one person, it's usually the one who gives them the most consistency, same tone, same care, same comfort. Dogs love predictability. It makes them feel safe in a world they don't fully understand. But attachment is also built through emotional energy. If you're the one who comforts them when they're scared, the one who plays with them when they're excited, or even the one who simply sits beside them in silence, your dog remembers that deeply, permanently, and slowly, without even realizing it. They start choosing you over everyone else. But here's the most powerful part. This attachment is not just love. It's loyalty on a level humans often forget exists. A dog doesn't care about your status, your money, or your appearance. It cares about how you make them feel safe, loved, understood. That's why when a dog chooses one person, it feels almost sacred, because in their world, that person becomes their entire universe. So the next time your dog follows you everywhere, even when others are calling them, remember this: you didn't just get a pet, you became someone's whole world. Why do dogs watch you so closely? The silent eyes that never stop observing you. Have you ever turned around and found your dog already staring at you? Not blinking much, noving, just watching you like you're the most important thing in their entire world. And it makes you wonder, why do dogs watch you so closely? The answer is not creepy. It's actually deeply emotional. First, dogs are extremely observant creatures. They don't just hear your voice, they study your behavior. Every small movement you make matters to them, because in their world, you are not just a person, you are their leader, protector, and source of safety. So they watch you to understand you. What are you doing? Are you happy or upset? Are you leaving or staying? They constantly read your body language like a silent language they are trying to master. But there's something even deeper. Dogs have learned that you control their world: food, walks, attention, affection, routine. So naturally, they stay alert to your actions. Even small changes in your behavior can mean something important to them. Pick up your keys, they notice. Darn shoes, they notice. Change your tone of voice. Oh yes, they notice everything. And here's the emotional part. Dogs don't just watch you out of curiosity. They watch you because they are emotionally attached to you. You are their comfort zone, their security, their entire emotional balance. So sometimes they just sit and look at you, not because they want something, but because simply watching you makes them feel calm. Like, you're here, everything is okay. But there's also instinct involved. In the wild, dogs are pack animals. Watching the pack leader is survival behavior. So even domestic dogs still carry that instinct. They stay visually connected to the person they trust the most. And that's usually you. So the next time your dog is quietly staring at you from across the room, don't feel weirded out. Because in that silent gaze, there's something powerful happening. No words, no noise, just pure attention, pure trust, and a simple message. See you, and I feel safe with you. Why do dogs like rolling in dirty things? The gross habit that actually has a wild hidden reason. Have you ever taken your dog for a perfectly clean walk, only to watch them suddenly drop to the ground and start rolling in something disgusting? Mud, dirt, grass, sometimes things you don't even want to name. And in that moment, you're standing there thinking, why would you do that? So let's break it down. Why do dogs like rolling in dirty things? First, here's something surprising. What looks dirty to us does not look dirty to a dog. Dogs experience the world mostly through smell, not sight. So, when they find strong-smelling substances, it's like discovering a scent. Treasure. Rolling in it helps them collect and carry that smell on their body. But why would they want to smell like that? One ancient reason comes from their wild ancestors. Wolves used to roll in strong odors like animal remains or natural scents to mask their own smell. It was a survival trick. If you smell like your surroundings, it becomes harder for prey or danger to detect you. So even today, your pet still carry that carry instinct deep in their DNA. But there's another reason too. Sometimes, rolling is just pure excitement and joy. Dogs don't just walk through the world, they feel it. A patch of grass with an interesting smell, a muddy puddle after rain. To them, it's not dirty, it's an experience. And yes, there's also a social reason. Dogs sometimes roll in strong smells and then bring that scent back too. Their pack, or in your case, you. It's like their strange way of saying, hey, I found something interesting. But let's be honest, not every roll has a deep evolutionary meaning. Sometimes, dogs just enjoy the texture, the freedom, the sensory overload. Messy, silly, but it feels good to them. And that's the truth most owners forget. Dogs don't think like humans. They don't see clean versus dirty. They see smell, emotion, instinct, and excitement. So the next time your dog proudly rolls in something absolutely disgusting, take a deep breath, because in their world, they're not being gross. They're just being a happy, ancient, instinct-driven explorer, enjoying life one roll at a time. Why do dogs understand your voice? The emotional science behind your dog's favorite sound. Have you ever noticed something magical? Your dog can be sleeping peacefully across the room, completely ignoring everyone. But the second you say their name in a certain tone, their ears pop up, their tail starts wagging, their eyes lock onto you like you're the center of the universe. So here's the big mystery. Why do dogs understand your voice so well? The answer is a beautiful mix of emotion, instinct, and connection. First of all, dogs are masters at reading tone. In fact, they often understand how you say something more than what you say. You could say complete nonsense in a happy voice, and your dog would still get excited. Why? Because dogs listen emotionally. A soft voice feels safe. An excited voice feels playful. An angry voice feels threatening. Your tone becomes a language of feelings they understand deeply, but it gets even more incredible. Over time, dogs start connecting certain words with experiences. Words like walk, treat, outside, or good boy become powerful signals in their brain. They don't fully understand human language like we do, but they absolutely learn patterns, sounds, and emotional meanings. And here's the heartwarming part. Your dog doesn't just recognize a human voice. They recognize your voice. Out of all the sounds in the world, your voice becomes special because it's tied to comfort, love, food, safety, playtime, and emotional bonding. Hearing you talk releases calm and excitement inside them at the same time. That's why even when they're scared, confused, or stressed, your voice can calm them down faster than almost anything else. And science actually supports this. Studies have shown that dogs respond strongly to human vocal emotions and can even detect mood changes through sound alone. That means your dog may know you're sad before anyone else does. Crazy, right? Honestly, maybe not. Cause does dogs stay arus? They feel loose. So the next time your dog runs toward you the moment you speak, or tilts their head while listening carefully, remember this. To your dog, your voice isn't just noise, it's comfort, it's trust, it's home, and in their little furry heart, it might just be the most important sound in the world. Why do dogs love routine so much? The heartwarming reason your dog hates sudden changes. Have you ever noticed how your dog somehow knows exactly when it's time for a walk, dinner, or bedtime? Before you even touch the leash, there they are. Tail wagging, eyes glowing, ready. It's almost like they can read the clock. So why are dogs so obsessed with routine? The answer is surprisingly emotional. Dogs may look carefree and goofy on the outside, but deep down they crave one powerful thing: stability. You see, dogs experience the world very differently than humans. We understand schedules, calendars, and future plans. Dogs don't. Their world is built around patterns. Repeated actions help them predict what is coming next, and that makes them feel safe. And safety means everything to a dog. When meals happen at the same time, walks happen regularly, and daily life follows a familiar rhythm, dogs relax. Their stress levels drop because their brain says, I know this, I trust this, everything is okay. But when routines suddenly change, that's when confusion begins. A late dinner, missed walk, or unexpected absence can make some dogs anxious. They may whine, pace around, stare at the door, or follow you everywhere trying to understand what changed. And honestly, it's kind of heartbreaking, because dogs are creatures of habit, not control. Routine gives them emotional comfort in a world they can't fully explain. But there's another reason dogs love routine so much. Routine creates connection. Think about it, those daily walks, feeding moments, bedtime cuddles. Those aren't just tasks to your dog. They become emotional rituals, special moments they associate with you. And Virginia, those small repeating the trust. That's why your dog gets excited at the same hour every day. Not because they're obsessed with schedules, but because they're excited for the moments they share with the person they love most. And here's the beautiful truth most people never realize. Routine isn't boring to dogs. Routine is love. Routine is security. Routine is the heartbeat of their world. So the next time your dog waits by the door at the exact same time every evening, smiling with those hopeful eyes, remember this: they're not just waiting for a walk. They're waiting for a moment with their favorite human. Why do dogs love being outside? The wild reason your dog comes alive outdoors. Have you ever noticed how your dog transforms the second you open the door? Inside the house, they may seem calm, sleepy, maybe even lazy. But outside, suddenly they ring jumping, pulling on the leash like they just unlocked a whole new level of happiness. So what is it about the outdoors that dogs love so much? The answer is simple. Outside is a dog's natural world. You see, dogs experience life very differently than humans. We look around with our eyes. Dogs experience the world mainly through their noses. Outside, that's an endless ocean of smells, stories, and discoveries. Every tree, every patch of grass, every sidewalk carries information to your dog. A walk isn't just a walk. It's reading the news. It's exploring a giant adventure map. It's discovering who walked there, what happened, and what changed. And honestly, that's pretty amazing. But it's not just about smells. Being outside awakens your dog's deepest instincts. Running freely, feeling the wind, hearing birds, chasing leaves. These activities connect them to their ancient roots, long before comfy couches and squeaky toys existed. Dogs and their ancestors lived outdoors, exploring the world every single day. That wild energy still lives inside them. And here's something emotional most people don't realize. Outside time is often the best part of your dog's day, because it usually means one thing: walks, games, adventures, car rides. Parks. Your dog connects outdoor experiences with excitement, bonding, and happiness. Even a simple walk around the block feels special because they're sharing it with That's why their tail starts wagging before you even grab the leash. But there's also a physical side to it. Fresh air, sunlight, movement, and mental stimulation help dogs stay healthier and happier. Staying indoors too long can make some dogs bored, stressed, or restless. Outside gives their brain and body the stimulation they crave. And let's be honest, dogs don't overthink life like humans do. They find joy in the little things. A breeze, a squirrel, a muddy puddle, a stick that somehow becomes the greatest treasure on earth. So the next time your dog gets wildly excited to go outside, remember this: they're not just asking for a walk. They're asking to experience the world with you right beside them. Why do dogs sleep in weird positions? The funny, adorable secret behind your dog's sleeping style. Have you ever looked at your dog sleeping and thought, how is that even comfortable? One leg in the air, face smashed into the couch, twisted like a furry pretzel, or completely upside down like gravity gave up on them. Dogs seriously sleep in the weirdest positions ever. But here's the surprising part. Those strange sleeping poses actually reveal a lot about how your dog feels physically and emotionally. So, why do dogs sleep in weird positions? First, let's talk about the famous belly up position, the one where your dog sleeps flat on their back with paws hanging everywhere like they pay no bills and fear nothing. That position means one huge thing: trust. A dog's belly is their most vulnerable area. In the wild, exposing it would be risky. So when your dog sleeps like that around you, they're basically saying, I feel completely safe here. And honestly, that's adorable. Now, let's talk about the tiny cinnamon roll position when dogs curl into a tight little ball. That pose is all about protection and warmth. It's an ancient survival instinct passed down from their wild ancestors. But then there are the truly chaotic sleepers. You know, the dogs sleeping half off the bed with their tongue out like they lost a battle with sleep itself. That usually means they're just deeply relaxed. Dogs often shift positions to stay comfortable, cool down, or stretch muscles while resting. Unlike humans, they'd normal. And that's what makes it hilarious. But here's something emotional most people miss. A dog's sleeping position can also reflect their emotional state. While anxious dogs may stay curled up or alert even while resting. So yes, your dog's nap style is secretly telling a story. And maybe the sweetest part of all, dogs often choose to sleep near the people they love most. Near your bed, near your feet, near your voice. Because even in sleep, they want to feel close to you. So next Jimmy, you catch your dog sleeping in a position that looks physically impossible. Don't laugh too hard, because behind that goofy pose is something beautiful. A dog that feels safe, loved, relaxed, and completely at home with you. Why do dogs guard their food? Your normally loving, tail-wagging dog is peacefully eating, maybe growls softly. The answer goes way deeper than bad behavior. This is called food guarding, and for many dogs, it's driven by pure instinct. You see, deep inside every dog, down from their wild ancestors, if another animal stole your meal, you might stay hungry for days. That old instinct still exists in some of them. Imagine finally getting something valuable. And sadly, some dogs develop stronger food guarding. Rescue dogs or dogs that once had to compete for meals. But even spoiled family pets can do it sometimes. Why? It's comfort. It's security. And when emotions mix with instinct, guarding behavior can appear. Now, here's something fascinating. Dogs don't just guard food from other animals. Sometimes they guard it from humans they actually love. That's because instinct can overpower logic in certain moments. But don't panic. Food guarding doesn't mean your dog is bad. It means they need trust, patience, and proper training to feel safe around their meals. And the worst thing owners can do, punish them harshly. Instead, calm training and positive experiences help dogs learn something powerful. Nobody is here to steal from you. So the next time your dog gets protective around their food bowl, look beyond the growl, because underneath that behavior is not a monster. It's an animal following an ancient instinct, trying to protect what feels important in their world. Why dogs love sleeping with you, the heartwarming secret behind it. You climb into bed after a long, exhausting day, and within seconds, there they are. Your dog curls up beside you like it's the safest place in the entire universe. Maybe they press against your legs, steal your blanket, or somehow take up 90% of the bed despite weighing only 20 pounds. But have you ever stopped and wondered, why do dogs love sleeping with humans so much? Is it warmth, protection, habit, or is there something far more emotional happening while the world sleeps? The answer might honestly melt your heart. For dogs, sleeping beside someone is a huge sign of trust. In the wild, dogs and wolves sleep close to their pack for safety, comfort, and connection. Sleeping together means you're family. You belong with me. I feel safe near you. And guess what? Your dog sees you as part of their pack. Not just an owner. Not just the person who fills the food bowl. To your dog, you are home. That's why many dogs follow you into the bedroom every single night like it's their most important mission on Earth. And there's science behind it too. When dogs cuddle or sleep near their favorite humans, their body releases oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Humans release it too. That means both you and your dog can actually feel calmer, safer, and more emotionally connected while sleeping near each other. Crazy, right? But it gets even sweeter. Dogs are incredibly protective creatures. Some dogs sleep near you because deep inside, they feel responsible for you. They want to guard their favorite person while everyone else is asleep. Even tiny dogs, with zero chance of winning a fight, somehow believe, I shall protect this human with my life. And honestly, that loyalty is beautiful. Of course, some dogs also sleep with you because your bed is ridiculously comfortable. Soft blankets, warm pillows, your familiar scent. To a dog, your bed probably feels like a luxury 5-star resort, and your presence makes it even better. But the emotional connection is what matters most. Your dog doesn't care about your status, your money, or your bad days. At night, when everything becomes quiet, your dog chooses one place above all others, right beside you, because in their eyes, sleeping near you means love. It means safety. It means family. So the next time your dog steals your pillow or stretches across the entire bed like they pay the rent, remember this. Out of the whole world, they chose you to sleep beside.